What's going on? What's going on? It's Lady Dre, and welcome to Healing Sessions. Thank you for tuning in to another session. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. And yeah, so let's get into this for real. So this morning, I woke up. Okay, first of all, I know we had our full moon in Aries last night, and no cap, I woke up this morning feeling enraged. I felt enraged. And I was like, why am I feeling so like, and honestly, I have not felt like this in a long time. A long time. I did not feel like as enraged as I felt this morning, right? I mean, I was so enraged to the point where I was like, I literally was shaking, right? I was shaking. I cried. I felt like I was heated. I was heated like from the inside. I have not felt that way in a long time. And to be frank, the last time I felt like that was when I was in a space where I didn't speak up for myself, or if I didn't speak up for myself, I didn't like voice how I felt about something, or me being so upset with myself for allowing something to happen, right? And so it's been a long time since I've been in that space, right? In that energy of feeling like I was just so mad at myself, like so mad at myself that I wanted to just like scream at the top of my lungs, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? And it like literally caught me off guard. It caught me off guard because I'm like, why am I feeling this way? Like, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, like, I was literally shaking. I was shaking because I was just so full of rage. And I'm like, this is not me. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that it's not me, but that I have surpassed feeling like I'm so enraged that I want to just react or respond or just take it out on someone. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember there was times in the past where I would be like, say for instance, if the kids did something, and you know, and it wouldn't be like on no like they did something one time and that was it. It was like on like, you know, because I've had to work through my own issues of feeling appreciated, right? Feeling worthy, right? And so you know, say for instance, if the kids did something and it would be like them just showing being ungrateful or being unappreciative, like I would snap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I do so much. I'm busting my butt, making sure that everybody's taken care of. And then you have the audacity to act like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody got to kiss your ass. Like, no, we're not even about to do that. You know what I'm saying? And so, I would like snap on them, and I will go into this, oh, this is what I do, X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, we'll go into that whole spiel, you know what I'm saying? And be just like, you know, just spewing out just, nothing like, you know, too crazy, but it would definitely be just me venting, like, you know what I'm saying? I do all this and you like, you don't appreciate nothing, you know what I'm saying? You don't like, just especially in the fact that the things I ask y'all to do is not a lot. You know what I'm saying? The things I ask you to do is I ask you to be mindful, be respectful, you know what I'm saying, of yourself, of your surroundings, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you get your good grades. Make sure that you do what you're supposed to do around the house. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask for much, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, they both work. I'm not in your pockets, you know, like, you know, you need to pay this bill, pay that. I was not that mother, you know what I'm saying? And so it would bother me when they would take for granted just the things that I did, right? When they would take for granted just me showing up how I wanted to show up, right? But it also taught me is that I also had to learn how to speak up and not only set, you know, healthy boundaries, but also too to let them know, like when I did need help, right? To let them know when I felt unappreciated, to let them know, and not by it being a big blow up, right? You know what I'm saying? Not by it being, you know, after I was pushed so much to the point where it's like, now I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, just, you about to feel me now, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times that's what I did. That's how I showed up. It was like, because I am so giving, right? Because I am so kind, because I am so generous, people have taken advantage of that, right? And a lot of times I found myself in situations where they just completely took advantage of it, and I was just like pissed off, because I'm like, now I know you have the audacity, you know what I'm saying? Like you completely regarding the fact that I've, you know what I'm saying, did whatever I did for you, but then for you to act like somebody, like I'm supposed to, no, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I would, when I felt like that, I would just lash out, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, you taking enough advantage, you know what I'm saying, you taking for granted too much now, you know what I mean? And so that's when I found myself in those moments where I would just be ready to explode, and that just, again, somebody not appreciating what I do, or, you know what I'm saying, what I bring to the table. And so so I will lash out, you know what I'm saying? And granted, like, whether they deserve the verbal lashing, and really honestly, it would be to the point where they didn't deserve it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they might have messed up, they might have, you know what I'm saying, again, just had no regard, but it was like, it got to the point where it was like, I was going to let you know how it made me feel, right? And whether it wasn't even the kids, it can be, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? It could be, with friends, like, you know what I'm saying? Because again, it's like, how much can you just take from somebody before you expect for them not to blow up? You know what I mean? And so, this morning when I was feeling that, I was just like, I was feeling so enraged. Like, I just wanted to lash out. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to lash out. And granted, there were several people that definitely deserved the lashing in of how I felt this morning. You know what I'm saying? Because it literally crossed my mind, like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and tell this person off. I'm gonna go ahead and tell this person off. Like, it was a few people, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? No. That's what the enemy wants you to do. That's what the enemy wants you to do. The enemy wants you to lash out so bad to the point where, you know what I'm saying, it take you back, right? It take you back to just even, again, you having to be in a space where you like, you know what, I didn't learn my lesson. You know what I'm saying? You being in a space where you like, you know what, you so close, like you this close to just walking through that door, you know what I'm saying? And then that happens, and then it just takes you back, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm like, okay, calm down, Andrea, calm down. I mean, I'm just crying because I'm so enraged. And I'm like, why am I so enraged? And it was pissing me off, because I'm like, yeah, there's things that I can be mad about. There's things I can be pissed off about, but not to the point where I'm just, again, lashing out, giving people a verbal lashing because I'm pissed off about my circumstances, right? Because I'm unhappy about certain situations, right? Because I'm fed up in other areas, right? Or because even something else that kind of triggered me was even like thinking back about the people that have, you know what I'm saying, took advantage, right? The people that have used me, right? The people that have abused me, the people that have been, even as of recently, just throwing like negative energy at me, really, and trying to get me out of character, right? Trying to get me to be in a space where, you know what I'm saying, I just don't show my elevation, right? Don't show just how much I've been working hard on just being a better me, right? Working on, being my best self, right? Working on just not allowing the emotions or even the circumstance to get me in a space where I don't trust God, right? Where I don't trust my faith, right? Where I don't recognize just where I am and who I am, right? And so I was just like, so I'm like crying, like I'm on my bed crying because I'm just so mad, you know what I'm saying? I'm just shaking. I'm like, God, why am I so mad? Like, why am I so mad? Like, and it was just like, I mean, I felt like I was, listen, And if you watched any of my old videos, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, how I feel about Andre, right? And so if you don't know who Andre is, then I need you to go back and check those videos out. But you know, I would suppress Andre, you know what I'm saying? Because of the simple fact that I knew, like, once Andre was released, it was a wrap. You understand what I'm saying? It was a wrap. It was like, you know what? You about to get every bit of this. You know what I'm saying? And so, but it was like, but I've worked so hard on integrating, not even worked hard. I have worked, faithfully on integrating all aspects of who I am, right? And Andre was an aspect of that, right? And so I'm like, no, because it didn't even feel like Andre. It felt more like vicious than Andre, right? It just felt like, it was just like, honestly, it felt like something was trying to get me to just snap, right? Something was trying to get me to just be in a space where I was just like, F it, we gonna listen, it's all about to go down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about to go down. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, but there was also a part of me in that rage, though. Check this out, though. In that rage, I felt like there was a part of me that was like, just calm down. Just calm down. All is well. All is well. You have the favor of God. You have the grace of God. Like, just calm down. And it was like, at some point, it was like, the more I told myself to calm down and relax, it was like, the more I was just like fuming. Like, how dare you tell me to calm down? But it was like, just, and I would just remember breathing. Like taking a deep breath, breathing, taking a deep breath and breathing, taking a deep breath and breathing. Because I came across this, it was like an Instagram post, and I can't remember like the gentleman, but he was talking about like the sound of God is also in our inhaling and exhaling, right? And I just remember like, and I was like, that was pretty interesting. And so I remember this morning when I'm like, I'm just full of this rage. I'm like, I would just breathe it, and like when I inhaled, I just thought of God. When I exhaled, I thought of God. When I inhaled, I thought of God. When I exhaled, I thought of God. And it was just like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God, just give me the strength. You know what I'm saying? I'm tears running down my face. I'm just, you know, I'm calming myself down. You know what I'm saying? I'm calming myself down, but there's still this lingering, like, I just want to lash out. You know what I'm saying? And it was interesting because my dog, he kind of triggered it in like this morning, because he typically goes out at a certain time. You know, this particular morning he was like, he went out about 5, and then he wanted to go out again about 6, and I'm like, Jasper, like, you and for the last couple of weeks, that's what I'm telling you, like, God knows. He knows, right? He knows, because it's been preparing you for your training, right? It's preparing you just for your greatness, right? It's preparing you for you to be able to understand just how important you are and how he needs you to be in line, right? And so back to Jazz, so I went in there, and even in me talking to him, like, I felt like I could have went off, but I went in there, I was like, Jasper, like, this is ridiculous. Like, you just went out, go use the bathroom, come back in, and like, we're not doing this. You know what I'm saying? And even how he was looking at me, it was kind of like, he was kind of like in shock, because it was like, I'm not gonna front, like, my dog is spoiled. Like, if you know what I'm saying, like, he's spoiled. You know what I mean? So, but it was like the authority that I had at that moment, and speaking to him, like, I didn't raise my voice to the point where it was like, you know, yelling and screaming at him, but I raised my voice to the point where he knew, like, I was not playing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so he went out, used the bathroom, came back in or whatever, and I put him back up or whatever. And then and so you can tell that he was like, dang, like mommy must, like something wrong with mommy. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't go off on him, you know what I'm saying? I was letting him know, like, this, you doing too much, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, over the last couple of weeks, he's been like wanting to get up, like go out like random times in the middle of the night. And I'm like, Jasper, first of all, you're an old enough dog where you don't have to go out 3 or 4 times a night, you know what I'm saying? Like, he literally goes out at night, and then he may go out again, like the earliest, maybe like 4:35, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, if he goes out at night, then he's good till about 6 o'clock in the morning. But over the last couple of weeks, it's been like he been wanting to go out, like he'll go out at night, then he want to go out again like at 2 o'clock, then he want to go out again at 5 o'clock, and it's like, Jasper, and then and the thing is, it's one thing if your dog want to go out, fine, okay, but you going out and you don't even go to use the bathroom, you go and you want to be playing, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, no, like, ain't nobody playing with you. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and so then, you know, that was like the first kind of thing where I could have like easily just like snapped, and I didn't. So I was like proud of myself, you know what I'm saying? So then you know, I had to take drop the girls off this morning. And so, because I had already woke up and took Jazz out earlier, I was like, okay, let me just lay back down, and I'll get up when everybody else get up, you know, so we can go ahead and head out, because I wanted to go to the cafe when I dropped them off. So I was like, we'll all get ready at the same time, you know what I'm saying, and whatever. So of course I oversleep because I was up, you know what I'm saying, earlier taking him out. And so, but everybody woke up late, you know what I mean? And so I'm like, why y'all didn't let me know? Why y'all wake me up? You know what I'm saying? Because what woke me up was them. They was talking about House of Dragon, and so, but it kind of irritated me because I'm like, why y'all wake me up? You know what I'm saying? Like, we already had discussed like what our game plan was gonna be for in the morning, because not every morning I drop them off. You know what I'm saying? So the game plan was already like, okay, I'm gonna drop y'all off, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go to the cafe. So so I'm like, why y'all didn't wake me up? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get on them sometimes about just like the simple fact of like, you know, when y'all want me to take y'all somewhere, it's like you guys don't even give me time to like get myself together. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm ready. It's like, no, like, just have common courtesy. You know what I'm saying? So so they didn't wake me up. So I was kind of irritated about that, and I was like, and that's what kind of led me to like wanting to like just like kind of lash out. And I'm like, no, don't do it. Because in the past, like I said, I have like, you know what I'm saying, just like snapped. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, and like I said, it's not just no random stuff. It'd be like stuff that, you know, like, first of all, I told y'all over and over again about certain things, you know what I'm saying? And you just do whatever you want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when you don't feel like you being heard, let alone don't feel like you're being appreciated, like, you know what I'm saying? And not to make no excuses, but I'm just telling you just my growth and just my journey, right? And so, so I'm like sitting on my bed, and I'm just like, I'm fuming, because I'm like, I could just easily go in there and release this beast and be done. And I'm like, nope, because they don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? They don't deserve it, and it's not their fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could have just got up on my own. Again, show me the patterns of, you know what I'm saying, you're responsible for yourself, right? You're responsible for your actions. You're responsible for you. You know what I'm saying? It's not nobody else's responsibility to take care of you. It's not nobody else's responsibility to make sure that you speak up for yourself. It's nobody else's responsibility to make sure that you defend yourself. It's nobody else's responsibility but yours. You understand what I'm saying? And so I was like, and then, you know what I'm saying? But that was just like Mal. But it was like another situation that's been brewing for like the last couple months, like, to be honest with you. It's been like about the last 8 months. This situation has been going back and forth. And I've been being patient with this particular person, because I'm like, you know what? That's not my expertise. So I'm going to allow you to do your job. And, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do. However, it's one thing when a person keep giving you the runaround, right? It's one thing when a person keep on like just, and you know when somebody BSing you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so of course now this is running through my mind, like, yeah, wait till it turn 8 o'clock, I'm about to, and I was like, you know what? No, just calm down. And I'm like, the more I'm telling myself to calm down, like I said, the more it's like, you know what I'm saying, no, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind, because I've been so patient. I've been so just like, not on that rah-rah. I haven't been, you know what I'm saying, I've been letting them do their thing. But it's like I said, it's one thing when you know you've been taken advantage of, right? So, I was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind. So I'm thinking, now it's going on in my head, like what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna say it, you know what I'm saying, call them out, you know what I'm saying, pretty much be like, I don't know what you own. So something told me, was like, you ain't even gotta do it. You ain't even gotta do that. So I go drop the girls off, whatever do I do. I still don't make it to the cafe, but it's okay, because I come home, you know what I'm saying, I tend to my Jazz. You know what I'm saying? He always made me feel better. So you know what I'm saying, I play with him, do our normal routine, you know what I'm saying, brush his teeth, just, you know what I'm saying, just love on him. And so I do some things around the house or whatever, and then I'm just like, you know what, I'm just not even gonna go to the cafe. I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do at home, and just really just take a chill pill, you know what I'm saying? Because I already felt like I was, even though I didn't feel as much I was on the edge, I wasn't as enraged as I was and this morning when I woke up. And so I was like, okay, I'm just chill, you know what I'm saying? So that was that. And then over the course of time, like, you know what I'm saying, it dissipated, you know what I'm saying? And it was just me, again, just releasing it to God, you know what I'm saying? Me being in a space where I'm like, you know what, God, I'm going to let you handle it. I'm going to let you handle it. I'm going to let you take care of it. I'm just, you know what, I'm going to step away from the situation, right? But I still was like, why am I feeling like that? You know what I'm saying? And then it came to me and it was like, you know what, like I said, like the enemy wanted so bad for me to just snap like I normally do, right? The enemy wanted me so bad to just like not step through that door, right? And I'm here to tell you, like, listen, like I know I keep saying, like, you on the verge of greatness. I know that you on the verge of your breakthrough, but you are, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be that one thing. It's gonna be that one thing that's going to get on your nerves, to know that, and it's that one thing that's been bothering you, but you've been like, you know what, God, I'm gonna let you handle it. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if you're in a space where you're the type of person where you're always handling stuff, so it's hard to kind of relinquish control. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I've had to do, in my healing journey, when it pertains to me healing and me allowing myself to just heal certain areas and not be so quick to just be like, you know what I mean? And so I'm telling you that something's going to come up where you're going to feel like, you know what, no, I'm tired of this. Like, you know what, I'm going to give you a piece of my mind. And God is saying, just hold your peace. Like, I am your peace. You know what I'm saying? I am your peace. You know what I mean? And understand that God's going to handle it. God's going to take care of it. God's going to do what needs to be done in order for you to feel at peace, right? So for you to feel loved and protected and guided, and knowing that, like, he's not going to forsake you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to trust and believe that when these things come up, just remember though how far you've come, right? Remember how strong you are. Remember the strength that you have. Remember just the journey thus far, you know what I'm saying? And the things that you've learned, right? And the things that you've accomplished, you know what I'm saying? By yourself, right? By yourself, you know what I'm saying? Of course, with the help of God, but just remember those things, you know what I'm saying? Because again, like, God right now is about to bless so many of us, and he wants to know and trust and believe that we can handle it, right? But I can't give you all these great things if you're going to just pop up and pop off when you get mad, right? When somebody piss you off, right? When somebody don't recognize your value or your worth, right? I need to trust and believe that because you know your value, right? You know your worth, right? And so it don't matter what people think, right? It don't matter what people say. It don't matter how they show up, because it's only a reflection of who they are, right? It's only a reflection of their own self-worth, right? Their own self-value, right? And so I just need you to understand, like, some things are going to be coming up, and it's going to try to trigger you. It's going to try to get you to react how you normally would, or how you used to, right? How the old you used to. And I need you to understand that don't do it, because you've come so far. You've come so far. And it's just important for you to understand, like, that's not who you are no more. That's not who you are no more. You know what I'm saying? And I was just so proud of myself, because it was like, dang, like, you know, I could have, listen, I had to like give myself like a pat on the back for real, because I'm like, you know what? I could have easily just snapped. Would it have felt better? Absolutely. But then I would have felt bad, because now I would have to go back and apologize and you know what I'm saying, do my apology tour, and you know what I'm saying, and say how that's not what I want to do. And because at the end of the day, it's ultimately about you not having to go back and apologize for you lashing out, right? It's about you not having to go back and say, I'm sorry for you getting me out of character. Because first of all, should nobody get you out of character? And I'm not saying that you won't be tried. I'm not saying that you won't be tested. I'm not saying that. However, though, you know what? You have come a long way. You have come a long way. We all have come a long way. You know what I'm saying? And it's just important for us to recognize that. Recognize that the power that we have. Recognize just the space that we're in. Recognize that we're great, man. We're great. We're great. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a matter of time before everything, these rewards start showing up in our lives, right? And I'm just grateful for you all. I'm grateful for you all. I'm grateful for just being able to have a platform to be able to express, you know what I'm saying, you know, my own journey, right? Being able to express how I feel, being able to share with you how I feel, right? And just share with you some of the things that I've gone through, and maybe it can help somebody else to not be able to go through that, or give somebody a heads up to know, like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna look out for that. You know what I mean? So I just want to let y'all know, like, I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to encourage y'all to just keep putting your best foot forward, right? Keep continuing to recognize who you are, right? Recognize just how far you come. Recognize just how brilliant you are, right? How gifted you are, how talented you are, right? And know that God is going to allow you to shine even more brighter, right? And some of these tests are going to be thrown at you, but guess what? We passing them with flying colors. With flying colors, we passing them, all right? So I love y'all. Y'all be easy, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, all right, I'll talk to y'all soon. All right, bye.